Okay. So yesterday we studied the linear regression. So where you apply linear regression, what is the assumption? So you assume that there is a linear relationship between the variables. Okay. So there is a linear relationship between the variables. But in many cases, linear relationship do not exist. Okay. So I explain you. Am I audible? So I take one example. If I am not audible, then let me know, please. Okay. So I take a simple example. This is the data. Okay. This is X and Y. Say suppose 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. And suppose I write it 2, 4, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in this example number 1, you can say that there exists a linear relationship because the change is constant. If you plot the values, okay, along the xy on the xy plane, so you will see there will be a straight line because change is constant. Here there is a constant change of 1. Here there is a constant change of 2. So whatever the difference is, change is there in the values, it is constant. Okay. So you can expect a straight line here. So here it is a linear relation. There you can observe linear regression. Okay. So this is a linear relation or linear correlation you can observe. But now in many cases, not necessarily the relation is linear type, right? For example, I take this example number 2. Now consider this example where x takes values 1, 2, 3, 4, and now y takes values 1, 4, 9, and 16. Now in this case, if you plot the values, you will not observe the linear relationship. Okay. So because why? Because the change is not constant. Okay. So here you can observe that there is a difference of 3, then here 5, here how much? 7. Okay. So this change is not constant as this way. यहाँ पे change constant था, यहाँ पे change क्या है? Constant नहीं. Okay. So now one thing, there is no linear relationship in this. Okay. But it doesn't mean that there is not at all any relation. If we observe clearly, we will see that y is nothing but x square. Okay. So there does not exist linear relation, but there can be other relation, or it can be a curve. Okay. So means those are not linear, we call it non-linear or curvilinear relation. Okay. So there exists a non-linear relationship, and hence we define the non-linear regression on that basis. Okay. So in this unit, in this particular topic, we are going to discuss the two non-linear regression methods, that is fitting of second degree curve and the fitting of an exponential curve of the type y is equal to ab raised to power x. So these two we are going to discuss in here. Okay. So examples will be I will explain to you. Numericals I will explain to you with the help of Excel. Okay. Okay. Now, which are the various nonlinear regressions? So as I said here, so in this particular lesson, we are going to discuss this fitting of fitting of second degree curve. Okay, fitting of second degree curve. So what is the equation for that? The equation is y equals to a plus bx plus c x square. Okay, so this is the equation. So first of all, we understand the stepwise procedure of fitting the second degree curve. Okay, so here I will not explain you through all the steps, but definitely I will explain you the important steps in that fitting. Okay, okay, let's come here. So many times one of the nonlinear regression methods is asked in the exam, either stepwise procedure or numerical. Okay, so you have to be ready for that. So first of all, what is the equation? This is the equation. Okay, so equation of second degree curve is, so what is the equation? It is y is equals to a plus bx plus cx square. Let's call it 1. What is the dependent variable here? Here the dependent variable is, it is x. And what is the independent variable? Dependent variable is y, and independent variable is x. Okay, so now using the least square method. Okay, now before that we do one change. Usually the independent variable x is generally years. So what we do the change of origin and scale. Okay, so it is very difficult to deal with such numbers, big numbers, 4-digit numbers. So for simplicity, we convert it using the change of origin scale. We convert it into the simpler ones. So we do the change of origin and scale. Okay, so after this, equation 1 changes to y is equals to a dash plus b dash u plus c dash u square. Okay, so it will help you a lot because it will save your time in calculation. Calculations will be simple. Okay, and then using the least square method, using the least square method, okay, using the least square method, we get 3 normal equations. Okay, we get 3 normal equations. How many normal equations should be there? It will depend upon the number of constants. Now you can see that there are 3 constants, 1, 2, and 3. So there will be 3 normal equations because we partially during the least square method we partially differentiate the sum of the squares of errors with respect to these constants. Okay, so clearly there and equal to 0, then clearly there will be number of equations equal to number of constants. So there are 3 constants or 3 normal equations. Okay, so there are 3 normal equations like below. Okay, so it's very easy. As I said, I will tell you the tricks. So it is very easy to understand and remember those normal equations. You do not have to do much means extra work. So just with a simple trick, you can understand it. Okay. So first normal equation. How you get the first normal equation? So just simply multiply by summation sign. So you will get here summation yi is equals to now summation a dash. A dash is a constant. So summation I varying from 1 to n. This is what I varying from 1 to n. So adding a dash n times means it will give you n a dash plus b dash summation u plus c dash summation u square. Okay, so this is the first normal equation. Next time what you will do, you will multiply, first you multiply it by ui and then you take the summation. Okay, So if we multiply by ui, what will it become? Ui into yi, a dash ui, b dash ui square, c dash ui cube. Okay. So now then apply the summation. So what it will become? Summation ui yi, this time a dash summation ui plus b dash summation ui square plus c dash summation ui cube. Okay. So this is the second normal equation, and now we are going to uh, get the final normal equation. So before getting the final normal equation, you have to multiply this ui square. This is a trick I'm telling you. Okay, I'm telling you about the tricks. So you multiply this equation 2 by ui square. So what it will become? Ui square yi, a dash ui square, b dash ui cube plus c dash ui raised to power 4. Okay, and then you take the summation. Okay, so what you will get? Summation, after taking summation ui square yi is equals to a dash summation ui cube, just a minute, it will be square, it will be ui square plus b dash summation ui cube plus c dash summation ui raised to power 4. Okay, so this is the third and the last normal equation. So these normal equations you have to remember. Okay, and then you have to solve accordingly. Okay, so in the calculation work, you need to get you need to prepare a table and get the totals. Okay, so what totals you have to get? Suppose you are given x and y. So next, so this data will be given to you. Okay, now from this you have to first of all uh, create a column for u, then check what are the terms here. It is summation u square, summation u cube, summation u raised to power 4. Then you want summation y, u summation ui yi. So whichever I have underlined. So these many columns you have to create. Okay. So summation this x and y Bible data is given to you. U is given. Then u square you have to find out. U raised to power u cube you have to find out. U raised to power 4 you have to find out. Then here summation ui into yi, this product you have to find out. Then finally ui square yi. Okay, and finally you have to get the totals and solve these equations 3 4 and 5 simultaneously. Means normal equation को normal solve करो आप, और उसके बाद आपको a dash b dash c dash के values मिलेंगे. Okay, after getting the values of a dash b dash c dash, you have to again solve it, because u is assumed as x minus x bar upon h. Okay, so after doing all this calculation work, you will get an equation. So let's try to understand this with the help of example. Did you understand the steps in the fitting of second degree curve? Yes or no? Please blow your thumbs. So these are many steps, but we have just as a trick, I am giving you very highlighted steps. Okay. Okay. So now let's come here. Let's take an example so that you will understand. Okay. We'll take help of Excel for doing the calculation work. Okay. So I type the question here. What is the question? So the profit in lakh rupees earned by, are you able to see the screen? Earned by company in the years is tabulated below. Okay. So what is the question here? Fit a second degree curve. Fit a second degree curve. I just maximize the font. Okay. So So the question is, fit a second degree curve of the type second degree curve y is equals to a plus bx plus cx square. Okay. So what is the data? I write it in a vertical way. So here you are given. Okay. Then you are given the profit. Okay. So let's call it y, and you have to understand the steps. Okay. So then the year is x, and now I write the years, right? So suppose it is 2015, 2016, then 2017, then 2018, and it is 2019. So these are the years, and profit is given as 24. The amount is in lakhs. Okay, so 24 lakhs, 27 lakhs, then 32 lakhs, then 38 lakhs, and then 45 lakhs. Okay, so you can see that years are in number. Years are, if you treat years as numbers, then calculations will be very big. So we have to solve this. We have to fit the second degree. Okay, so how to solve this? So first of all, these years taking as a numbers, it will be a big numbers. Okay, so what we do, we so we consider, let we take the middlemost year. Okay, so now these are the consecutive years, so there will not be needed to divide. Okay, because consecutive numbers are there. So we observe that 2017 is the middlemost year. So I take this u is equals to x minus 2017. Okay, so accordingly I take here u is equals to x minus 2017 and do the calculation. Okay, and you know that I need the values u square, u cube, u raised to power 4, okay, u into y, u square into y. So all these values I want. Okay, so when you solve, the first step is to write down the equation. Okay, equation of second degree curve. So how will you write it? The solution has been started. I write here the equation of second degree curve is, okay. So this is the step one. You have to mention the equation. Okay, a plus bx plus cx square. Okay, so let's call it 1, and here x is independent. What is independent variable? Which is given, and y is dependent variable. Okay, which is to be estimated. Independent. Okay, so here you have to directly mention the normal equations. So just now we have mentioned the normal equations. Yes. So what are the normal equations over here? Just now we have mentioned it is summation y is equals to n times a dash plus b dash summation u plus c dash summation u square. Then second normal equation, it is summation uy is equals to a dash summation u plus b dash summation u square plus c dash summation u cube. And thirdly, it is summation u square y is equals to a dash summation u square plus b dash summation u cube, and lastly summation c dash is raised to power 4. Accordingly, we are going to create the columns as I explained you. Okay, so now you have to make use of. So X. X means what? So 2015 minus 2017. How much it is? Minus 2. So if you drag it in the same way, you will get here these values. Okay. So see, your calculation is so easy with this. If you treat these 4-digit numbers, means years, as numbers, then it will be a very bulky calculation. Okay. So, and it reduces after change of origin, it will reduce to single digit number. Now it's very easy to do the further calculation. So it is square you have to find out, then cube you have to find out. So it is 3 times, okay, the center, then raised to power 4, multiply it 4 times, okay, then u into y. So what is u? This one into y here, then u square into y, then u square. So this is u into u square into y. So this one. So now I can easily try this calculation, get the remainder. Okay. So these are the totals. Okay. So then you have to get the all the totals. So use auto sum. So though we are calculating this on the Excel, this is only because to save the time. Okay. Otherwise we would have done it on the Excel using the calculators. Okay. But to save the time, I'm using that. So these are the totals. Now you have to put it on the in the respective equations. Okay. So this is summation y. So what is this? This is summation y. This is summation u. This is summation u square. This is summation u cube. And this is summation u raised to power 4. This is summation u raised to power, u into y. This is u into y. So this is u into y, and this is u square into y. Okay. So there should not be any confusion. So you have to solve all this. Keep ready your calculators. So put all the three equations and solve it. So what you will get, you will if you put all the values, then you will get three equations. Okay, you have to put all these totals here. So I do not write step by step, I directly write the equation. So ये जो totals आपको दिखाई दे रहा है वो totals यहाँ पे रखो, तो ये equations से आपको कुछ equations मिलेंगे. What is n here? N is equals to 5. How many years are there? How many years are there? Yes. So it is the 5-year data, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So n is equals to 5. Okay. So I put the totals and solve it. So at the end, I will get 5a dash plus 10c dash is equals to 166. This is obtained. Now let's call it as 2. Let's call it 3. Let's call it 4. So equation 1 will give you this one. Equation 2 will give you equation 2 will give you this equation. Why? Because summation y is how much? 166, right? So it is here. Then n is 5. So 5a dash. Then b dash summation u. Now summation u is 0. So this will cancel. Okay. And c dash summation u square is 10. Okay. U square is 10. So ultimately it reduces to this one. So equation 3 means second normal equation. It will now here what happens? Summation u is 0 and summation u cube is also 0. You can see there summation u and summation u cube is 0. So this term will cancel. This term will cancel. So what will remain? Summation uy is 53. So what you are getting here, 10 b dash is equals to 53. Okay, so from this you will also get directly a b dash. So it is 53 by 10 means 5.3. Okay, now equation 4 will get you third normal equation. Okay, so equation 4, see there summation u cube is 0, so it will be 0. Okay, ये डिसअपियर हो जाएगा. यहाँ पे समेशन ए स्क्वायर कितना है 10, तो 10 ए डैश, यहाँ पे u रेस टू पावर 4 कितना है 34 c dash, and this is 341. Okay, so this will be 10 a dash plus 34 c dash is equals to 341. So these are the equations. So you can call this equation 1 as 5 and equation this one as 6, because b dash already you got it. Okay, now you have to simultaneously solve equation number 4 and 5. Okay, so we'll solve equation number 5. So 4 and 5, 5 and 6. So just linear equation we solve usually, that way only you have to solve. So what you get, equation 5 will equal the coefficients here. So equation 5 into 2 will multiply it by 2, then what you will get, it will turn out to be 5a dash or 10a dash plus 20 a dash, and it will be 166 into how much? It will be 166 into 2. How much that? So
332.
Yes, it is 332. Correct. So it is 332. Let's call it 7. Okay. Now subtract the equation number 6 from it. Okay. So it will be how much? It is 10 a dash. Okay. Plus 34 c dash and 341. Okay, so I'm directly writing some steps. Okay, so this is subtraction, so it will get cancelled. This is subtraction and this is subtraction. So how much there? It is 14 c dash, and here how much? So 332 minus 341. How much you will get? It is minus 9. It is minus 9. So how much you will get? 9 by 14. So it is 9 divided by 14. So how much you will get? 0.6428. So C dash is 0.6428. Now you get any one out of A dash and C dash, then remaining you can easily find out. Okay. So if you put equation this C dash into any one of this equation 5 or 6, you will get the easily the value. Okay. So equation 5 के अंदर में रखते हैं, तो क्या मिलेगा? 5 A dash plus 10 into what is C dash? You just obtain. It is 0.6428 to 166. So after solving this, you will get A dash as, after solving, आपको A dash क्या मिलेगा? आपको A dash की वैल्यू मिलेगा 31.9143. Okay. So now you got all the three values. So A dash is 31.914. Okay. Then what is B dash? It was already obtained 5.3, and C dash is 0.6428. Okay, so these have been already obtained. Now what is the next step? Put these values in the equation number 2. Okay, so what was the equation 2? Equation 2 was y equals to A dash plus B dash u b dash u plus c dash u square. Okay, so put all these values here. So you will get y is equals to A dash. Now put the values. You have to put the values. So what is A dash here? Yes, it is 31.914. Okay, plus B dash is how much? 5.3 into u plus C dash is 0.6428. take care of signs. Fortunately, all are positive number, but every time it will not be the positive. Okay, so you have to take care of that. Then it is u square. But is this our final equation? No, no. You know that you have made some adjustment, right? So you have to, your equation must be in terms of x, not in u. U is just for simplicity. Okay. So what was u you have considered?
X minus
So
X
2000.
minus
yes, it
17.
was x minus 2017 you have considered. So you have to put it here. Okay. So y is equals to 31.914 plus 5.3 into x minus 2017 plus 0.6428. Now x minus 2017 whole square. Okay. And you have to treat this as number as a equation a minus b. आप कैसे solve कर सकते हैं उसी तरीके से इसको solve करना है. You have to solve it in the same way and get the equation. Okay, so we can solve it. So that will be final equation. If you have a time limit or time constraint, then you keep it as it is. Okay, otherwise if you have sufficient time, then you solve it and get the equation in terms of a plus bx plus cx square. Okay, so in this term you will get the equation after solving this. You have to take the square and all this. Okay, if you don't have time, then you can mention this. This is the required equation. Okay, if you have less time. Okay, so let's call it 8. And if you have lack of time or less time, then you have to keep it as it is and refer this as this is the required equation of second degree ka. Otherwise, you go on solving this up to this form. Okay, so we can solve this, but it will take some time. Okay, so if you wish, we can solve it. Shall we solve it? Okay, so suppose now you have to find out. Sometimes there are sub questions like estimate y if x is suppose 2021. Okay, so in that case you have to use this equation. So simply you put x is equals to 2021. Okay, and get the answer. Okay, so for example it is 31.914 plus 5.3. Now what will be here? X will be 2021. So 2021 minus 17. So how much it is? It will be 4. Okay, I write directly. And here 0.6428. Now it will be 4 square. So by doing this, you can easily get the values. Okay, so at the end, you will get the estimated value for 2021 as, let's get it, 914 plus 5.3 into 4 plus 0.6428 into 4 square. So finally, you will get the estimated value as 63.398. Okay, so what will be the estimated profit in the 2021? It will be 63.398 lakhs. Okay, did you understand this? If you understand, please blow your thumbs. Okay, so now quickly we will go to the second nonlinear regression. Okay, so this we have seen just now. Now we are going to discuss the fitting of exponential curve. Okay, so Okay, this is the equation like a into b raised to power x. Okay, so understand the important steps in this. Sometimes the questions is asked, write the stepwise procedure. Okay, write the stepwise procedure for fitting of second degree curve or fitting of an exponential curve. Okay, so that time you have to elaborately, you have to write it in detail. Okay, but now I'm just taking the revision, so I will not repeat every step. Okay, now, so what is the exponential curve? How is the nature? So its nature is sudden increase or sudden decrease. Okay, so how is the nature of exponential curve? So suddenly it increases or suddenly it decreases. This kind of nature comes under the exponential curve. Okay, now equation of an exponential curve is exponential curve. What is that? Y is equals to a into b raised to power x. So what is the dependent variable here? Yes, who will tell? So dependent variable is which is the dependent variable? Yes, y.
Y.
What is okay? Y is the dependent variable. Good. And x is the independent variable. Okay, independent variable. Now let's call it 1. Now again for simplicity we'll do one change here, x minus x bar upon h. Okay, usually we do the change of origin only, but when there are years in the gap, suppose 2011, then suppose 2010, 2015, 2020, so there is a gap of 5 years or 10 years, then in that case we divide by the difference, and it means 5 if 5 year gap is there. Okay, most of the time it is not needed at all, but this is the way to mention it. Okay, in general terms. So generally the consecutive years are there, so we do not need this factorage. Okay, so equation 1 will change to like this: y is equals to a into b raised to power q. Let's call it 2. Now what we do, we express it in the linear form. Okay, so you have to take natural log, taking log to the base e, both sides we get. So what do you get? So it is log to the base e by, okay, now it will be, you may be knowing the property, this is log a plus u times log b. Okay, so this is the property of the log, you can easily get it. So in this equation just substitute v means log y, and capital A means log a, small a, and capital B means log b. Okay, understand? So small a log of a. So this equation will turn out to be, it is v is equals to a plus u into b. Okay, or you can also write like this: b plus u, v is equals to a plus bu. Okay, so now ui is the variable only, and u and v are the variables, and a and b are the constants, right? So you observe that we have converted this uh, exponential curve, equation of exponential curve, into the linear form. Okay, so now again using the least square principle to get the normal equation. Okay, so using the least square principle, using least square principle, we get normal equations. So how many equations will be there? Who will tell me? Already I had told you how many equations are there. Yes, it depends upon the number of constants. How many constants are there?
2.
How many constants are there? there are two constants A and B. Okay, so there will be two linear equations. Okay, so it is summation Vi. So the technique will be same. First time you apply the summation sign, and for the next linear equation, normal equation, you first multiply by ui and then take summation. Okay, so first we will take apply summation, so it will become summation vi, then summation a is a constant, so adding the constant a n times, so it will give you na plus b summation ui. This is the first normal equation. And secondly, first you have to multiply by ui. So what will become? Vi ui is equals to a ui plus b ui square. Then multiply by summation. So what you will get ultimately? It is ui vi is equals to a summation ui, okay, plus b summation ui square. So two constants are there, a and b. So there will be two normal equations. Always, again, I tell you, number of normal equations will depend upon the number of constants. Okay, here two constants, so two normal equations. Now you have to prepare a table, okay, to solve the problem. So generally, the general format will be like this: x will be year, y will be the value of variable. Then you have to first of all take the v. V is what? Log of y, log to the base e, natural log. Okay. Then you have to check what terms are there in the normal equation. So you have to consider ui, whatever you take, x minus a bar. Okay. Then ui square you have to get. Then ui into vi. Okay. So these terms you have to find out and then get the total. Okay. So total of all. So now we will solve the example based on it. So we will back to Excel sheet. So here I take one example. So you have to write all the theory, okay? So write down the question. The population of a state is given below. Okay. So the question is fit the exponential curve. Are you all able to see? Okay, with the exponential curve. So what is the data? I write in a vertical way. So in this you are given year, okay, and secondly you are given population in millions. Population in millions. Okay, so this is nothing but a y. Okay, and year is nothing but x, variable x. Got it? Okay, so here are the years 1971, 19. So it is 1971, then 1981, 1981, then next 1991. So you can see that it is interval of 10 years here. So this time we will apply the change of scale. Okay, so 2001 and 2011. So this is the data population, and population was in millions 140, 170, here 200, here 250, and 300. Okay, so we have to do this, right? So now first of all you have to make some assumptions. We'll take some more columns as we are needing. Okay, so first of all, you have to consider now to treat this as a number, this 4-digit years 1971 and getting the squares, it will be a tidy work. So what we'll do, let u is equals to, you take the middlemost year. Okay, so now here change of scale as well as change of origin also there. So it is middlemost year is 1991, right? Again, we observe that there is a gap of 10 years, 71, 81, 91, 2001, 2011. So let's divide it by 2. So in the earlier discussion, I said that you have to take u is equals to or x minus x bar upon h. So mostly we don't, data is such that continuous consecutive data is given. But this time, there you see the interval of 10 years. Okay, so you are using it. H is equal to 10 here, and x bar means the central year is 1992. So now, first of all, what you do, you have to first of all you have to mention the equations. Okay, so you have to mention equations. What is the equation? The equation of an exponential curve is, you have to write the theory. Okay, exponential curve is, what is that? Y is equals to a into b raised to power x. Let's call it 1. So now you have made some changes, now you are making particular changes, right? So it is x minus 1991 upon 10, right? So now so this will become a into b raised to power u. Okay, and now I directly write the normal equation. Okay, I have explained you everything, so directly mentioning the normal equation. What is that? Summation y is equals to na plus b summation u. Okay, I will check it. Then summation u into y. Sorry, this is v, not y. Okay, summation v, and this is u into v. This is a summation u plus b summation u square. Okay, let's check it that we have used the same here. Yes, you can see here summation v and a b summation u1. Okay, all of you understanding? Please blow your thumbs if you are understanding. Okay, so now accordingly you have to construct the table. So what you want, summation v, so you know what are all these things. So v is equals to what? V is what? So v is nothing but log to the base e y. Okay, and you just find out it is x minus 1991. Okay, so divided by 10, this, and then you will get the u square. Okay, then you want u into v. That's it, u into v. So carefully you have to do this using the calculator, but I'm using here Excel, but you will use calculator when practice. Okay, in the exam you have to use the calculator. Calculator is allowed, scientific non-programming calculator. So now log, I'll take log. Now you can see that there is a log there, so that is log to the base 10. Okay, and I will log to the base e, because log to the base 10 is mentioned the base 10. Okay, so now just a minute. Touchpad is so sensitive. So this is a log, and you just refer this one. So you will get the log to the base 10. sorry, log to the base e, natural log. Okay, v is the log of y, natural log. Okay, you get it. So again, you can also get u, or let's complete it first. So if you drag, you will be doing calculation with means calculator. Okay, so you have to calculate it one by one. Okay, so these are the values of v, log of y. Now you have to get the values of u. What is that u? Now x means this year minus 1991, which is the year you are assumed to be, and divided by 10. Okay, so it will appear to be minus 2. So say again, your calculation becomes easy. Okay, so it is always better and simple to deal with the single digit number than the 4-digit number, right? So then u square, so it is, and u into y, you do this all the u, this is u, and it is v. Okay, so you can drag simultaneously, so these values you will get. Now you have done this, now you have to get the total. Okay, so you can get the total. So you will be doing calculation using calculators. So I know that we have less time, so I'm using the Excel. So here, what are the terms here? So this is nothing but the summation v, this is summation u, this is summation u square, and this is nothing but the summation uv. Okay, so now put it in the formula. Okay, so what you will get now, what is the value of n? N is 5 here. Okay, so put it in the formula and solve it simultaneously. Okay, so I write it here. Okay, so equation 3 will give me, summation v 11.5527. Always write 4-digit number after decimal. 5 into a, you don't know a, you have to find out. Okay, then b, it is capital B. Okay, you have to make it, this is capital B of summation u. Summation u is what? 0. Okay, summation u is 0, so you will get here directly value of a. Okay, so now your calculation is very easy. Okay, 5527. If totals are 0, then see this is the beauty of this change of origin. If you are having exactly the central value, then your calculation gets even simple. Okay, so this is, so divide this. So how much? Anybody tell me? 55.
2.31054.
Yes, 2.3105. It is 2.3105. So this is the value of a. Now equation 4 will give you another equation. Summation uv is 0.82948 is equals to, now it is a summation u. Again, it will be 0. It will be 0. Summation u is 0, right? Now b summation u square. Summation u square is 10. Okay, so you can get directly the value of b. So how you will get it? So b is equals to 0.82948 upon 10. So you will get 0.0829.
082948.
Yes. Okay. So when you are using calculator, let me tell you, in the calculator there is a button ln. So this you will calculate using this ln. Okay, understand? In Excel, I have calculated using this function, but in calculators, you will use the command ln for calculating this natural log. Okay, and now original equation was in terms of small a and small b. So let's not forget that what is the original equation. So you have taken the natural log. So now you have to take the anti-log. Okay, so taking anti-log, you have to get the small a small b. Okay, taking anti-log. So what will be small a? it will be anti-log of capital A. Okay, and what will be small b? It is the anti-log of capital B. Okay, so put this value. So using the calculator, I'm solving it. How to take the anti-log? So shift ln, and then just put the number in front of 2.3105. So you will get the value here, 10.0794. Then how to get the anti-log of B? So shift ln, okay, then 0.08294. Okay, so you will get 1.0864. Okay, so this is the values of A and B you are getting, small a and small b. Now recall the equation 2. What was the equation number 2? Yes, what was the equation 2? So y is equals to a into b raised to power u, right? So put this. So a is 10.0794 into b is 1.0864 raised to power u. But is this your original equation? So but u is equals to x minus 1991 upon 10. So you always remember you want the equation in terms of original variable only. Okay, so this is 10.0794. Now this is 1.0864. Now this will be x minus 1991 upon 10. So this is the required equation. This is the required equation of an exponential curve. Okay, and now you can use this for the prediction. How? Suppose you have to estimate the population in the year. Suppose I write it year. Suppose you have to estimate population in the year x is equals to 2021. Okay, so y will be how much? So you have to put x is equals to 21 here, right? So it will be 10.0794 into 1.0864, and I write this directly. Okay, so 2021 minus 2091, how much that one? Does we get that value? 2021 minus 1991, so 30 divided by 10. So how much that? 3 will be there, so it will be 3. So take the cube. Okay, so you can easily estimate the population in the year 2021 by solving this. Okay, so it is 10.0794 into 1.0864 raised to power 3. So you will get the final equation. How much? It will be 12.92. Okay, it will be 12 point. Is there a mistake there? Just a minute. So is there some mistake in the values? We have mistaken this is just a minute. Huh? A is equal to 2.31. This one is correct. This one is correct. And this is also correct. Somewhere we have miscalculated this one. So its value will be here, the value given here. Just a minute. Huh? So shift log 2.3105. Okay, they have considered anti-log as shift log. They have taken this. Okay, shift log of capital A and shift log of capital B. So if you do this, you will get it 204 1.40. Okay, and here you will get next value will be 1.2105. Okay, so you shift log in the calculator. Shift log log function will be there. You have to take that one. Okay, so I hope the confusion is gone there. So you have to take shift log, not ln. Okay, so this is if you have to replace all these values. So I write in the final equation, right? So value should be 204.40 and here it will be 1.2105. So after doing the calculation, what you get, check it. The same value here. So did you understand the change which I did? Yes or no? If you understand, please blow your thumbs. Okay, so now finally you will get the answer here. Okay, so you are getting the estimate for 2021. What will be the population in the 2021? You get it here. So it is 1.2105 raised to power 3. So it is 362. What will be the population in the year 2021? So 362.55 million. So this was the unit. Okay, so this is the way of solving. Okay, so in this way we have understood, we have completed this topic, nonlinear regression concept as well as the steps for fitting up nonlinear regression and the numerical examples based on this. If you understand, please blow your thumbs. Okay, so now we take a break.